Oh.
Good morning. Welcome. We're talking about all things celebrity Taylor Swift.
We're talking about Taylor Swift. Like, let's be real.
And the Kelseys.
And the Kelseys. Yes.
So happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Will Legal Group Coffee Chat. We are chatting today about why you should use an estate planning attorney, an attorney who specializes in estate planning and elder law, depending on what you need, to do your estate plan documents. Yes. And so why should we do that?
Okay. First of all, not all lawyers practice the same type of law, the same areas. And as you can imagine, there's many different areas of law, and there's many different things to know within each area of law. So there are some attorneys out there that will take pretty much anything, and they can probably muddle their way through some of the things, but they're not, that's not their primary focus. So they're not going to give you all of the best information and probably the best legal work, the best legal guidance. And so that's kind of what we mean with find somebody who specializes in the area that you need, not just estate planning, but anything. Like, if you want to get a divorce, don't go to a criminal defense attorney. Go to somebody who specializes in divorce.
Yeah. I think we all took
the basics
in law school, yes. Right? We took criminal law and evidence and all of that. But let me tell you, you do not want me managing a criminal defense case.
You don't want to do a DUI for us?
None of it.
No.
None of it. You will end up in jail because I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. And that's the thing. It's like you take it because you have to, just like all of your other college classes or your high school classes, and then you promptly forget it if you don't use it regularly. So I think the issue with estate planning, though, is people think, oh, it's just a simple will. It's just a simple trust, which they are not simple. However, wills are the most common that we see. And so that's why I think people are very comfortable doing it themselves on LegalZoom or something similar, or going to just any old random attorney who has the ESQ behind their name to do a will. But why? What are we seeing? Like, what is prompting this discussion?
Again, I recently reviewed documents done by attorneys that don't specialize in estate planning. Mm-hmm. And some of the things I've seen is information in wills that don't need to be there. It's especially social security numbers.
Yes.
No reason for it. And they're public documents. Mm-hmm. So, I think we've said before, anyone can go online and access a will. It is 50 cents a page. Once you've passed away, and your estate is open, anyone on the internet in the world can go in and get that information. Yeah. And I was thinking about this morning. I guess you could maybe special request a redaction of that information. But
yeah. But here's the thing, so when you file things, and we don't do litigation, big surprise, but there are rules of civil procedure that you have to follow. And one of the rules is that if there's any identifying information like a social security number specifically, you have to redact it before you file it because it is an online system and it's public record. I don't know that exists for the probate court. I'm sure, like Megan said, you could request it, but you're not allowed to make marks on an original will. So I don't know how that would go. And it might be worth a call to them, because this is actually the second one. Megan saw one. I saw one 3 days ago that had social security numbers in it. And the problem with that is identity theft, obviously. So when you file your will, if you've got a social security number, even if it's of the person who's passed away, that's one of the scams out there, is people assume the identities of somebody who's passed away. Mm-hmm. And the one that Megan's talking about had the beneficiary's social security numbers in it. And then you also have to publish their current addresses. So how easy is that for somebody to go in and, and it might seem like a good idea at the time, like, oh, we got to put all this we don't want to put the wrong beneficiary. We want to make sure we know who we're talking about. But social security numbers do not belong in court documents.
No.
Anywhere, ever.
So what else have I seen? I saw a power of attorney that was not properly executed,
which makes it
worthless.
Not valid.
And so a healthcare directive that I don't know what doctors would have done. It didn't name agents.
Yeah.
It just said, no life-sustaining procedures. Okay, but in what circumstances, right? What if your family thinks differently? And I think the most concerning part is that folks say, okay, I went to a lawyer and I got this done.
Mm-hmm.
They're a lawyer. They must know what they're doing. So it's got to be good. And I put it away and great. And then you pass away and you can't fix any of that when you need it. When you need your estate planning documents, when you're using them, they can't be changed or fixed.
Right.
So powers of attorney and healthcare directives, you're incapacitated. You no longer have the ability to fix it.
Right.
Wills, you passed away. Right. Can't fix it. And so you don't know what you don't know until it's too late.
Right. And then your family's stuck.
Your family's, got to figure it out.
Yeah. I saw one that was done by an attorney years ago. And it was just the will itself was very ambiguous, where I didn't understand, like, I forget exactly what the language was now, but it said like everything to my spouse or my children if they'd survive. And I was like, what? Like who survives? And like, and how do you want that? And that was prepared by an attorney. So I got interested, and I Googled the attorney, and he was a commercial litigation attorney. And I was like, okay, why are you doing wills? So it's just a false sense of security, I think, if you go to somebody who that's not their primary or one of their primary practice areas. A lot of attorneys might have 2 or 3, and that's fine. But if that's something that they regularly do, and you know that they are regularly keeping up to date with the law changes and the legal requirements, and just kind of the different best practices for that particular area, that's what you're looking for. Don't go to a divorce attorney for a criminal defense case, and go to a commercial litigation attorney for a will. Like just stay somewhere in that lane.
I think as you're researching attorneys, right, 1, 2, 3 other practice areas are okay.
Yeah.
If you see more than 3, if you see a laundry list of we do all of this,
right,
walk away.
Unless they have a specific attorney in each practice area.
But I'm saying for
an
individual attorney, if that you go into their profile and they say, I specialize in 50 things.
Right.
Who specialize
or I do 50 things.
Right.
Like you can't really devote all of your knowledge and expertise to one area if you've got so many to try to keep up with. It's impossible. So
that's our
PSA for today.
It's our soapbox for today. So if you're free Friday night, join us to come out for the crop dusters. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, we're very excited.
We've got some fun surprises for folks. Should we share some of it?
Sure. Well, it's superhero themed. First of all, this is the Only Crop Dusters collegiate baseball team. They play at Only Boys and Girls Club. The game's at 7.
Yep.
We got to design the jerseys. We are very excited. It is superhero themed.
Yep. We're going to raffle off one of the jerseys.
Yep.
So if you're interested in winning a custom Willow Legal
superhero
crop duster superhero jersey, come out. So if you want to join us, comment here, or we'll put up an email. And you can email hello@willowlegalgroup.com.
Yep. And if you let us know you want to come, we'll put you on our VIP list and you'll get in the game for free.
So, but we need to know by tomorrow if you're.
Yes. I'm like, what day is today?
Coffee Chat Wednesday.
It's summertime and it's been long already.
So email hello@willowlegalgroup if you want to join us on Friday night. Yep. And we're looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yep. So have a good week.
Have a good week.